So how was your Thanksgiving?
I mean, it was chill. We just
slept late and then made chili in the slow cooker.
yeah.
All right. Got the can opener out.
It was not the can opener. I am so angry at him. I'm so mad at him.
Why? I didn't do anything.
You have put it out there into the world that it is okay to eat canned chili, and it is not.
I said that if you're fucking hungry every now and then and you don't have any time to make anything, then just fucking throw a can of chili in a bowl.
I don't even see canned chili in this. I don't see it because it doesn't exist.
Because you go to these fucking bougie ass stores where everything's like.
I want to go to a bougie grocery store.
Wow. First of all, just me not eating canned chili is grounds for me being bougie.
With hair like that, of course you don't eat fucking canned chili.
There you go. Yeah, I don't eat canned chili. We don't know her.
Hey, welcome here to the Minisode.
Thing.
And we're here. It's my Minisode this time. So I got some stories that I'm ready to read.
Take it away, AJ.
They might have been things that I've already forgotten about, but they're still there.
Okay.
We're recording later than we normally do. It's been holidays pushed everything around.
Yeah, honestly, it was just the holiday.
So we were just talking about, our canned chili and people having Thanksgiving dinners and all this. And Sushi showed off her dinner that she made for one, which looked very good. I just want to say
it was good. It was fine. It wasn't like, a whole big crazy thing, but it was good.
My small little rant before I tell this amusing story is the fact that there were so many people on Twitter that were like, you better not travel this year. I better not see any fucking Thanksgiving things and all this bullshit, right? Which I agree with. Don't fucking go to Thanksgiving. We're still in a pandemic. It's worse, blah, 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 blah. Then when Thanksgiving happened, they're all posting their giant fucking spreads of food. Ain't no way that someone made that much food for like 2 people. The amount of some people, maybe like you made like one of everything and that's still a lot of food. But some of the spreads that I saw were like, it would be like a huge fucking like I'd say like my grandma's like fucking table and there's shit all over the table. Like you'd have to make a line to go around it kind of stuff. And I'm like, who's eating this? This is not made for just you and your spouse or whatever, or just you. Like this is a family fucking spread.
Pandemic
you hypocrites. Turkey. Yeah.
It's plague turkey.
So
it is plague turkey. And I just found it interesting, like just to watch what's happening with don't gather for holidays, blah, 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 which is fine. Like, that's correct. Don't gather for holidays. Don't have parties, et cetera, et cetera. But around the block lines for Black Friday shopping, does the Rona not exist at Best Buy?
Are you fucking kidding me? I know. Like,
how does one go Black Friday shopping during a pandemic?
I actually didn't see anything. What happened?
Okay, so one, I saw
so many pictures of lines.
Round the line for fucking Michael's.
For just wherever.
Michael's?
Yeah, for Michael's.
Who the fuck is going to Michael's in a pandemic right now for Black Friday? If you want to go to Michael's to get some stuff to fucking work on some shit, that's fine. You don't need to go on fucking Black Friday. Like,
I've literally witnessed women come into the store on Black Friday to buy one pair of socks and one pair of boxers when I worked at PacSun in the mall. So I believe it when you tell me that there was a line wrapped around a Michael's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, this will segue into the next story that I have, which is an amusing one. But fuck GameStop.
Oh, yeah. And their bullshit
absolutely
Black Friday
fuck
stuff.
GameStop. The fact
they do this time.
So GameStop decided that they were going to go, hey, not only are we going to be open for Black Friday when the pandemic is worse than it's ever been, but also we're going to have 2 PS5s at every location. And they made this announcement. 2, right? Which is
like you have the Highlander over it?
It was 2 PS5s and at least up to 6 Xbox One X's or whatever, right? Which I hate that name. But why the fuck would you do that? So because of that, there were people camping outside of like literally setting up beds. I saw pictures of people in beds and tents and shit outside of these GameStops lining up the day before in a fucking pandemic. Are you kidding me?
I love Rona tents.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like GameStop, you could have just fucking been like, hey, we've got more in stock, just fucking buying them online. Yeah, would it be annoying to deal with the scalpers? Yeah. But at the same time, I would rather fucking deal with a scalper getting another PS5 than fucking people spreading around more of this fucking corona. Like, are you kidding me? So segueing that into the funny story, the PS5 story that involves Sushie.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
We're still on the hunt. We're on the hunt to get Sushie a PS5. And
I was the proud owner of a PS5 for approximately 20 hours.
Yeah, it lasted for 20 hours because I was doing some sleuthing and I saw, oh my god, fucking Kohl's got a deal. Kohl's, yes.
Fucking Kohl's.
Who remembers Kohl's? Who remembers 1992? Because Kohl's does. They're still there. But
gotta pick some Dickies and a brand new console. Let's go.
Let me get some Levi's.
I'm going to go there and get my Far Side shirt.
I need my discount tube sock.
And my fucking Lee pipes.
I got the Lee pipes.
And my PS5.
Biscuit. And my PS5.
And my PS5. And then after that, we're going to go pick up some shoes at the shoe carnival. All right, so we're going to...
Marcy getting shoes at Kohl's.
Honestly, I have had gotten shoes at Kohl's before in my childhood, so...
I need to get my non-slips for work. Gotta go to Kohl's.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah.
So we, I found it. I found a deal. Kohl's was selling a PS5. I tried to get a hold of Sushie, but she was busy. So I was like, I'm gonna make the executive decision and just fucking buy it. I was like, I trust that if I buy this, because the reason I didn't just buy it originally is because it was a pack. It was like it came with an extra game, or it came with a game, it came with an extra controller as well. So like. I was like, fuck it. I'll make the executive decision. Can always sell that shit or whatever, if she doesn't want that. So we'll just get it.
Yeah.
So we scoop it up. Get $180 in Kohl's cash for this, by the way.
Yeah, that's sweet Kohl's cash.
So, feeling pretty good about this. I'm like, okay, I don't want to get excited for this until they send that email. I want to get that confirmation email. And we get the confirmation email about 10, 15 hours later. I'm like, hell yeah, there's the confirmation email,
We do the end zone dance.
We do the little end zone dance, we do a little exchange here. Sushie Sushie PayPal's me. I'm like, I'm getting ready. I'm like, I already got shipped. It's going to her address, so it's good to go, everything's there. And I'm looking at it and it's like, okay, it's going to be there by December 3rd, latest December 8th. Hell yeah, we in there, The next morning, I wake up, I check my email, and I see a thing that says, oh, we're so sorry. We had to cancel your order.
Sorry.
And I felt so fucking bad because I was like, I don't want to break this to her. Because I saw it, and then I was like, that really fucking sucks. So I went ahead and I re-PayPal'd her back.
Yeah.
But I
got my hair did.
Yeah, she got her hair did. So I'm looking at the email, but it's like, but they're like, we're so sorry. We apparently can't count, so we sold more than we had because it's not like the system is automatic and robots do all the counting for us or anything. But somehow,
and you put in X amount, and then X amount are sold, and then the website says sold out.
Yeah,
weird.
Somehow we messed this up, but you know what? We're going to let you keep that Kohl's cash, is what they said to us.
Oh, okay.
So we went ahead and did a little splurging last night. Got a candle.
Two candles.
Two candles.
Two candles for $180 of Kohl's cash?
Got a new shower curtain. I got a pack of underwear that I needed. All right. Yeah. Got a new rice cooker because ours broke. Our rice cooker broke.
So it worked out for you guys.
It worked out.
And a 50 palette eyeshadow and face blush kit for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And a thing of towels.
Oh yeah, and some towels.
Some towels.
Oh, new towels. That's nice.
So
all for free for Kohl's cash.
Yeah.
Now they did make me pay shipping because.
Fuck them.
So they had this Black Friday Cyber Monday thing going on, right? And they were like, if you spend $75, free shipping. I was like, cool, right? So we were trying to get up to $75 spent for the free shipping. And I'm like, cool, free shipping, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be cool, everything. But then when I added in that little Kohl's cash that they fucking added into my account, they were like, that doesn't count. Now I got to spend another $75. So they just made me pay for the shipping, which seems really dumb. But whatever.
Right,
I mean, it's like $9 for all that bullshit.
For all that.
I mean, in the end, I guess it kind of worked out a little bit.
Right.
But, that's I'm still on the hunt though. I'm still on the hunt. I have seen promising things in the sense that local Walmarts are getting them in stock.
Right.
So, if we see one, we can always scoop it up and just mail it to you because,
Right.
But that's our Kohl's story.
Yeah, that's a Cole story.
If you guys are ever looking for, consoles, maybe go to Kohl's. Apparently
Or Walmart.
Or Walmart. Yeah.
Maybe Target's got one.
Yeah, maybe Target's got. I checked all the UPCs and shit at Target. Target's sold out currently, but
Wow.
Because people would rather go to Target than set foot in a fucking Walmart.
They absolutely would.
And honestly, I don't blame
That's
them.
absolutely true. That's correct.
I do not blame them. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was our pity buys, which at the same time. So I guess thanks Kohl's for letting us keep the Kohl's cash that you fucking randomly. I don't fucking.
That's the least they could have done. That fucking sucks.
Honestly, I don't get why they just don't go, why cancel the order? Why not just go, when we get the next stock in, you automatically get it? We were going to wait. Why not just say it's in layaway now?
Okay.
That's what I don't understand.
I
know they don't understand. They don't know how long it's going to be, but you could at least say,
here's the thing.
I'm willing to wait a month. Or
So here's the thing about overselling on the internet. I've seen a lot of this coming out from smaller businesses having this problem right now. Depending on what people paid with, can really fuck up the system. For instance, Afterpay doesn't work with a lot of businesses in the sense of if you have it in the cart and you're paying for it, right? They'll count that, but those people aren't really paying yet because it's Afterpay, right? Mm-hmm. So it counts it, and then you fucking buy it. And it's oh, well, we still have one because this other person's got Afterpay. And it just fucks up the whole system. So it's not necessarily that they didn't know how to count. It's that the system was working against them in most cases. Which really fucking sucks. But I've seen a lot of smaller businesses going through that where people, they'll do launches and then they'll come back and they'll be like, oh, my God, we oversold. We have to figure out what's going on. And it literally has to do with what people are using to pay with is not working with the system. Which really sucks, but
we have been dealing with video game shortages for 30 years. It's nothing new.
I think it gets worse every year too.
And honestly, I don't. Well, because online shopping is fucking atrocious. Because you can literally set up bots to just do it for you. That's why we've all seen that picture of that guy who supposedly got robbed. By the way, the one who's bragging about
he got doxxed.
Yeah, he got doxxed.
Oh,
and then supposedly he legit got robbed.
Maybe
don't brag about being a scalper.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, right?
I mean, for real though, if you're gonna be a scalper,
don't brag.
Don't
you
brag.
Anonymous. You just do it.
Well,
why are you?
That's just it. He wanted to brag about it because if you have the stock, all you do is you put out the ad saying I'm selling a PS5, right?
You don't even do that.
Yeah, no, you do. That's how you sell them.
Oh,
you have
just one. Yeah.
You don't. What I'm saying is you don't show a picture of your fucking 40 PS5s.
Yeah.
You literally, if you're going to fucking
no one needs to know how many you have.
Exactly.
Each listing is one.
And if you there's no fucking reason to be doing that was literally somebody who had a big head and they were just trying to fucking get some fucking clout, which is you also used your real last name, you fucking idiot. But
well, scalpers aren't the brightest ever.
True.
So
speaking of not too bright, we have some Am I the Assholes, right?
Yeah, we got some. I got one here. It was deleted, but you know what? I fucking screenshot that shit. You ain't hiding from me. I've been screenshotting these.
We have learned never to trust Reddit because the mods on Reddit will just delete shit for random reasons.
They delete shit all the time.
I've seen that they'll delete shit even if there's too many comments.
Yeah, and the thing is, they don't have a reason. They don't have a reasoning for deleting it. It just says deleted by the moderators for breaking TOS. But what was it breaking TOS? When I read this, you're gonna go, why was this deleted?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it wasn't deleted by the poster. It was deleted by the moderators.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I think it literally says that it was deleted because there was too many comments.
Which is fucking stupid, but
it's not the point of Reddit to get it
safe, civil, and
to upvote it.
So what happens is if the comments get way out of control where people are being too uncivil, they'll delete the post.
Then just fucking disable comments.
That's what
they
I
archive it and
that's what I would think.
Yeah, just fucking turn off
it.
I wish they would do that more, but you got a screenshot. That's all that matters. So
yeah, that's all that matters. And if you're a fucking Reddit mod, work with us, okay? We're trying to create some contact here. You're ruining our lives.
So
For real.
So just for the record, I would say from now on, if you see you see a post and you want us to comment on it, take a screenshot of it and send it to us, as well as like the link. That way,
Yeah,
in case it gets deleted, we'll have something to read, because I know several people have like that and Craigslist too.
Yeah,
we've had a couple people submit misconnections that are deleted when we go to see them. So.
Well, misconnections are the worst.
Yeah.
They're gone. Yeah. They're gone super fast.
They're gone like before an hour.
All right. So we got, am I the asshole for staying in a relationship for 5 years with a guy I'm not attracted to because of his mouth breathing?
I think I read this headline somewhere.
So, hey, I've been with a guy for 5+ years who I'm attracted to aside from his mouth breathing.
Oh my God.
I love how in the title says I'm not attracted to, but then she says I'm attracted to besides. Like, make up your fucking mind. Anyway, unfortunately, after the second year or so, the chronic mouth breathing became a big enough problem for me, bothering nonstop my sight, sense of smell, and hearing.
Wait, what?
She's saying it's a problem because she sees it, can smell it, and hear it.
Oh, you can smell. Okay.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I
got bad breath.
Gotcha.
That it's taken everything else attractive about him and made him unattractive to my brain. I find his personality and otherwise looks very attractive, and he would basically be my dream guy without the mouth breathing. Let me tell you some of the problems the mouth breathing creates. It can get distractingly noisy. He often sounds like Darth Vader. It often smells bad. But he hasn't recently when he hasn't recently brushed or mouthwashed. Sometimes it even fills a room with stink. Okay, people need to be brushing their teeth more often. That's if you're fucking.
Does he have a health problem?
If your breath is filling a room full of stink, filling a room. That's not a.
What?
I really feel like this is an exaggeration.
We have to figure out what's. Man, go to the doctor. What's going on?
So there's more here. Don't jump to conclusions just yet, because.
Is this WebMD?
No, she said it makes him look really dumb from the side.
I'm thinking about that mouth breather from Hey Arnold.
Yes.
Which makes it hard for me to take him seriously.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, she sounds like a bitch. 100% based on this, because the next line, he has been to a doctor about it, who says they would need to perform a turbinate reduction, but he and I are scared of him getting it because of the empty nose syndrome risk, which I guess is like you lose your sense of smell. That's my guess was the empty nose syndrome.
I don't think that's it. I think she would say that.
I mean, I can do a quick Google search in a second, but
okay.
Believe it or not, I
don't know what that procedure is.
Believe it or not, I do love him. I feel like an evil person for being so annoyed by his 24/7 mouth breathing. I'd have a dream boyfriend if he didn't mouth breathe, and I don't know if I'm greedy or wanting that. I guess it will never happen. So next question, am I the asshole for staying in a relationship with him if I'm constantly annoyed about made that worse. Constantly annoyed in my lizard brain at his 24/7 mouth breathing.
So really quickly, empty nose syndrome is basically a sensation of being unable to breathe. It has several other symptoms that range from most commonly feelings of nasal obstruction, nasal dryness, and crusting, plus the sensation of being unable to breathe. So it sounds like almost like a nasal sinus issue where they go in and they probably make those like tubes like bigger, like they do with sinuses, so he can breathe.
So it's radio frequency turbinate reduction is a procedure in which a needle-like instrument is inserted into the turbinate, and energy is transmitted to the tissue to cause controlled damage. So by the time the healing process occurs, the turbinates will be reduced, allowing improved airflow to the nose. So basically, it's literally just opening up your nasal passages.
So it sounds like he's literally mouth breathing because he cannot
fucking breathe.
He can't fucking breathe through his nose. So I guess, that makes sense that he would need a surgery, but also that he's kind of reluctant about it, because that is a you go from not being able to breathe to not being able to breathe. Like, you know?
Right.
Oh my God. Is she the asshole for staying with him for 5 years when she talks about him like this on the internet? Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my fucking God.
The fact that she literally says he looks fucking dumb and she makes fun of him constantly.
Needs to fucking, he deserves someone way better than this.
Right.
Like he's been with someone for 5 years who after 2 years talks about him like this.
Yeah.
That's absurd. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb. Like the fact that she literally like she talks about like his bad breath and everything like that, which again, that's just a fucking conversation. Just be like, hey, you know, I know you can't help fucking breathing out your mouth, but like maybe you get some mouthwash or whatever. That's an easy conversation to have, right? I mean, yeah, it sucks. But secondly, the fact that she goes out of her way to literally say how he looks fucking stupid. This dude's literally just trying to live. He can't help.
He can't breathe.
He can't breathe.
Right. He has a condition. It's not because he prefers it.
Oh my God. She wasted his time for fucking 5 years.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of time.
That's what
like you know within like I would say a year if you like someone or not.
That's the thing is like if you become being attracted to someone it encompasses way more than just physical, right? Like to blatantly say I'm not really attracted to him anymore, and it's really because of this fucking mouth breathing thing. You need to fucking
That's
leave.
the equivalent of a dude going, I wish she'd lose weight, or I wish she'd work out. It's literally the equivalent of like, it's something that's like, listen, you chose to be with this person, like you made that choice, and you're fucking supposed to love them for whatever, you know, like unless whatever they're doing is genuinely like a health risk to themselves, which it sounds like, okay, I can understand why he might be a little wary about getting this surgery because, this fucking empty nose bullshit. I wouldn't want to ever fucking live with the thing where it's like, hey, you feel like you can't breathe. Like, so he gets the surgery and now suddenly he gets this fucking syndrome where he feels like he can't breathe. Like, I can understand the risk of not wanting to get it.
And then he'll be mouth breathing anyway because he will get that feeling of not being able to breathe. He'll have to breathe out of his mouth, you know, just to feel like he's breathing. I cannot believe that she's so shallow. I mean, I can't believe it, but I'm saying like this is a very shallow thing to be unattracted to somebody for. But honestly, if this drives her fucking crazy, she needs to fucking leave because he deserves somebody who loves him enough to go, your minor health condition here, if you don't want to get that surgery, it's okay with me.
I'm out.
I totally understand it, you know. He deserves way better. God damn, she's the asshole.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty different type of story. It's just based off the fact that like,
good Lord,
you know, this fucking chick is trash. But basically, the comments aren't deleted while the post was. A lot of people were basically saying she is the asshole here. Only one person says that there's no assholes here, and immediately he got called an asshole for saying that. So, yeah, that was my. Am I the asshole for the minisode here? Now, for my relationships, we got another mother. Got another mother.
Always.
My mother thinks I owe her for raising me. She basically wants me to be her parent now and is acting like the most spoiled child on the planet.
Oh, cool.
The OP is 23 male. The mother is 51.
Oh, awesome.
So I am absolutely through with being my mother's servant.
Well,
that's a good start.
Well,
her belief is that because she raised me and took all kinds of adventures as a kid, I now need
took him on all adventures.
Yeah. Well, I now need to do the same for her. She is the kind of woman I could do 99 things for, and she'd get really upset over the one thing I didn't do. This stems from decades of neglect. She was neglected as a kid and neglected by her husband, who died a few months ago. So it's all on me now. My parents were in an unhappy marriage for years until my dad passed away a few months ago. Since then, she's become pathologically dependent on me. Ever since I was 20, she's dependent on me emotionally, and COVID and Dad's death made everything a million times worse. It's gotten to the point now where she basically expects me to be her court jester, going so far as to guilt trip me when I have work to do and don't have time to run around catering to her every need. I do 90% of the chores because of her arthritis as it is, which I'm now beginning to wonder if she's actually milking/exaggerating because she's too lazy to do any of the jobs herself. But her reasoning is that she did all of this for me as a kid. Now I need to look after her in return. I have so many thoughts on that already. Before Dad died, I was always dragged into their arguments from her. And made to take her side. God, I got so many thoughts on this too. If I didn't take her side and give Dad a good talking to, she would get extremely nasty. If I did oblige and, quote, give Dad a good talking to, she'd tell me it wasn't enough. This was based on the reasoning that she helped me out as a kid when I was being bullied, and now I need to do the same for her.
I mean, being bullied by her?
Right?
Right.
Since Dad died, she has done nothing to look after me. She only cares about herself. She has said her needs matter too, but she actually completely disregarding mine. When I woke up in the night having an asthma attack and barely able to breathe, I got in trouble for scaring her and waking her up. She never used to be like this. Growing up, I came first always. She even fucking move out. That's my first thing. Move the fuck out. She even once caught Noro? I'm not sure what that is. Noro?
I think it was supposed to be mono.
Oh, okay, maybe mono. No, yeah. We'll say mono. She even once caught mono to sit by. No, I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
She even once caught Noro to sit by my side to make sure I was better. I have no idea what Noro is supposed to be. But now she thinks that since I'm an adult, I should do the same for her, whatever the fuck Noro is. Now that it's her birthday approaching, she's acting more entitled than ever. She has spent 3 hours guilt tripping and shouting at me because I haven't done enough for her birthday. I basically haven't mentioned her birthday enough. She's acting like a complete 6-year-old about her birthday. I've only ever gone and gotten cake for her. I've only gone and gotten her a cake, card, loads of presents, and organized a gathering, which is not easy to do in COVID. Why did you organize a gathering?
Yeah.
Right.
It's not easy to do in COVID because you shouldn't be doing it.
God, this woman's an anti-masker, isn't she?
I bet she is.
Also, by the way, my birthday is coming up December 1st, so you guys need to throw a little, I expect an organization.
I'm gonna throw a convention for you.
Yeah. You are just going to start E3 on my birthday single-handedly. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Which by the time this airs, it'll have already been my birthday, but yeah, happy birthday to me. She still has the nerve to tell me it wasn't because I didn't organize anything for the evening. Holy shit, this is a mess. This is because she did all those birthdays for me. So everything always comes back to like, I did this for you, you gotta do it for me now. But nobody ever did big birthdays for her. And because she had the trauma of COVID and losing her husband, we all have the trauma of COVID. She deserved a bigger birthday than ever this year. No, she didn't, because nobody gets big birthdays this year because of COVID. Jesus Christ, woman. Never mind the fact that I lost my father and everything I had going through in my life. Trying to reason with her is impossible. She will play any card to shut me up and invalidate how I feel. She even said I was being selfish for not doing enough for her birthday. I have sacrificed my social life, my job, my independence, my freedom, my goddamn happiness for the woman for most of this year. I've spent what must be the 1,000th hour catering to her every need while she's done shit all for me this year. And she says I'm selfish. What a fucking cheek. I'm starting to, I like when they get a little attitude in them like this.
I like it, girl.
I'm starting to wish she hadn't done all this stuff for me as a child if she'd been expecting me to repay her when I was an adult. Oh, and she's extremely irritable too, and will often have a huge tantrum at me over minor inconveniences. She's also totally unable to look after herself. I even have to look after her car. What do I do? She has me round finger, and at 23, I have no clue how to deal with a narcissistic parent. TLDR, my mother, once the source of inspiration and motivation, is now expecting me to repay her for all she did for me as a kid, especially since my father died. She has multiple huge tantrums at me over her birthday, even though I gave her loads of presents and arranged for her friends to visit. Man.
Ooh.
So.
Wow.
So some of this shit hits home, but not always. I don't want anybody thinking like my mother's this way. She's not. But there were things in here that did resonate with me, such as the whole like my parents got divorced when I was like fucking 4. So I had to deal with that shit of your father this, your mother this, my whole life, and I still do. You know, like they'll still take pot shots at each other through me or try to, and I'm like, I'm not the fucking audience here. You know, I'm not the I'm not the one like. It's still my mom that you're shit talking, or still my dad that you're shit talking.
Right.
I'm never gonna find your jokes funny. Just
you're not
stop.
the demographic.
Exactly. So I do resonate with that shit of like putting the fucking child in between your spat with your fucking spouse is fucking wrong.
Yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair to the kid.
Yeah, like he said, her husband died.
It's really immature.
Yeah, his fucking father died. Whether you liked him or not, he might have had a good relationship. Yeah. He might have had a good relationship with his dad. You know, like that has nothing to do with your fucking marriage. Like, so that's some shit that's like, that is very selfish to do that, to fucking put your kids in the middle of your fucking arguments with your significant other.
Manipulative.
It's so fucking manipulative. I hate that shit.
Gross.
Don't have kids with the expectation that they're supposed to take care of them.
So that's the thing that I wanted to like play on here is the fact that she made the decision to have him, right? You have to take care of him. He's a child. You're a grown fucking adult. He wasn't born to take care of you.
He doesn't owe you anything.
He doesn't owe you anything.
And let's go by her logic here, right? Did she take care of her mother and her father?
Probably not.
You know, did she do this?
Probably not.
And by her logic, is it basically like the child is now supposed to be taken care of and then immediately take care, like basically a human being is supposed to take care of children and then old people and then they don't have a life for themselves because that's what she's doing.
Yeah, that's the thing is like he deserves to have his own life. And honestly, I know it's the pandemic and this is hard, but you need to move the fuck out. She has to learn how to live on her own now. Man, that really sucks. Her husband died. But also, she talks about him like he's a major asshole and that they didn't have a good relationship. So what are you fucking worried about? You know, like you need to learn. You need to live on your own now. You're a grown adult woman and your son deserves to have his own life. He's 23 years old. He's an adult now. And children were not born to raise their parents and take care of their parents when their parents get older. They're not. They need to have their own fucking lives. That like people want to harp on the whole like, oh, family matters, but not when it's toxic like this.
Yeah.
Right.
There are adult children.
Manipulation.
There are adult children who are his age who would be more than willing to do that, but that's because they had a good parent. Like if she had probably been better to him, he'd probably be more willing to be like, okay, yeah, like, this sucks.
She's gaslighting the shit out of him.
But she's gaslighting the shit out of him. She's expecting all of this shit. Like she's very self-entitled, and she doesn't even like what's the word, like see from his point of view. You know, like we touched on before. Like he lost his fucking dad. Yeah. He lost his father. And he's also dealing with the corona.
You're not the only person. You're not an island.
Yeah, and that's what's so infuriating is when people when people want to use that as their fucking argument for anything, like, well, it's been a hard year because of corona. Motherfucker, it's been a hard year for everybody.
Yeah.
For every single person on the planet.
Like, it's like we're all fucked right now, you know? Like, it's not easy so you don't get to play that card because everybody has that card. You know, like that doesn't mean anything. Like it sucks for everybody.
Like, who's having a great time during Rona?
Yeah.
You know, like some people are enjoying this. Come on,
the rich, yeah.
True.
Imagine all the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to shut this down. Like she's not going to stop anytime soon. And unfortunately, I feel like he would need to just flat out move out
and cut off contact.
Cut off. Keep her at arm's length, and that's the only way she's going to, because every time he brings it up, it seems like she has a retort in the sense of, well, I did this for you as a kid, but I was a fucking child.
You're not my sister, you're my mother. I don't fuck, this isn't a...
And here's the thing too, she said like, he said that this is from decades of neglect. She was neglected as a kid, neglected by her husband, all this shit, right? Okay, the only reason he would know that is if she used that against him. The only reason he would know that she was neglected as a child is if she told him that. Because obviously the grandparents are going to be like, yeah, we neglected your mom,
I
right?
bet you she brings it up every time.
That's what I'm getting to. Like, yeah, that's the whole point. The only reason he would know that is if she told him that, which one, why would you tell him that? But two, don't tell your fucking kid that. Get therapy. Like, you're literally, you're dumping this onto your fucking child saying, oh, I was neglected as a kid. Okay, well, you're also a fucking 53-year-old woman. It's time to fucking get
So
past
how
that.
long are you going to hold on to that, and use it as an excuse for your shitty behavior?
I got a great birthday gift for her. A therapist.
The therapist on ZocDoc.
I had a great birthday gift for you. It's called me moving the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, that's my gift to you. Fucking... this shit is like, it's one of those things, like, it's infuriating. Most of the comments are people saying, listen, just move the fuck out. You know? Now, there is a link here to, I didn't even know this existed, called Are Raised by Narcissists.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm kind of curious if that's some content we need to be looking at, or if it's going to make us really mad.
I've read it. I've read this a lot, actually. I've read that subreddit a lot.
I feel like it could be good, but I also feel like it could make us really fucking mad.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Like,
or sad.
Or sad, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really sad because you really see how some parents like treat their children in the aspect of like, I only had you to be my slave for all of time.
Yeah.
You know?
And the sad thing is like, there's, we've talked about like bad relationships and gaslighting and how, we've all been through bad relationships at some point in life. Everybody you're going to go through a shitty relationship. You're probably going to get gaslit by somebody. You're probably not going to know that it's gaslighting until sometime later on in your life, and then it's going to click, and you're going to go, oh, that's what that was? It all makes sense now. Like, it's gonna be a thing that, like, happens. But the worst is when you realize that those types of people are going to have kids, and they're going to turn out like this fucking mother.
Yeah.
Because the people that gaslight you in your relationship are going to gaslight their fucking kids because they really are so narcissistic and so shitty and so about themselves. Like, this fucking woman's trying to get her son to organize a fucking birthday for her during this fucking pandemic right now, and it's gonna treat him like shit if he doesn't do. Like, are you kidding me? Like, these parents, man. Like, it's often joked about, and it's just one of those things. Like, it really is fucking crazy that you don't have to have any sort of proof of being a good human being or anything to have a kid. It's just you can do it. We just have the power to just make fucking kids and treat them like shit, and nobody can do anything about it. That's a fucking scary thing. Like,
it is scary. You're right.
And it's just like that, that's just it's a wild fucking thing. That's not saying we need to fucking pass tests and all, but it's just, that's just how shit is. And unfortunately, there's just too many fucking people like this out there in the world that are just.
And that's the thing too, is she is highly dependent upon him for her happiness. And the one thing I wish I could tell this guy is that
she's never gonna be happy.
Well, not only that, but you can't be responsible for someone else's happiness.
Yeah.
You have to make yourself happy first. You cannot be somebody else's happiness if they're that unhappy.
Right.
Like, that's just, it's not a thing that can happen.
Right.
No,
that's very obnoxious to even ask that of someone.
Yeah, because like that basically takes off all your own responsibility, which is something she's already been doing and shown to do. Like, but it's like you have no responsibility for yourself and your own actions in your own life. That you just, again, that's just another thing to dump off onto somebody else. Oh, now please me, appease me, do this for me.
Right.
And it's sad because that's a thing, again, that a lot of people learn the hard way too with just relationships in general, is they put their all into a person and then they don't have that person anymore, be it because it's a bad relationship, or some people, sometimes they'll have that, but then the person might die, or something.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's going to hurt that much more because you put literally everything into it. Like, obviously you put yourself into a relationship, but like you can't just fucking lean on a person like full scale like that. It's just too much.
This woman is I mean, she's in her 50s, but she's technically still young enough that she could possibly have another 30, 40 years where she needs to live on her own. And if she can't live on her own, she needs to go out, she needs to date, she needs to find friends, she needs to do this. She cannot depend on her son for the rest of her life. She can't.
That's
he's just gonna resent her, and he's gonna get to 40 and just completely resent her anyway.
Yeah. And that's a big thing too. Is about like ultimately, it's very hard to go against your parents when you've been like when this has been your whole life, you know.
Right.
When it's somebody like he even said like as a kid she was different, you know. She was like so he respected her and she did all the stuff for him. It's very hard when you have that love and admiration for your parents and then suddenly oh shit, they're this. Like it's not it's so I can understand how it's hard to turn that off and go, oh, let's fucking leave. But it's like you have to. Like you literally have to. Like there's no other fucking way of getting out of this. I was trying to see if this person had commented on anything, but they have a lot. This isn't a throwaway account. I'm not going to say what the account is, but they have a lot of other shit on Reddit. So I'm not.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think we're in a pandemic, but fucking you gotta move out.
Yeah. He really just needs to cut her off.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. But those were my stories to start.
Wow, what a great week we're gonna have.
I didn't realize that one was gonna be as dark as it was. I read about half of it and I was like, okay. And then as I
slowly got worse.
Yeah, it definitely slowly got worse.
God.
So, but maybe this Wednesday we'll have. Oh, actually, no. That's what I wanted to fucking say at the beginning of this minisode. I already forgot, but here we go. Announcing it now. Wednesday coming up. We have an update to the Butter Bandit story.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Butter Bandit.
So
everyone's favorite story about the butter guy.
Yes.
The Butter Bandit.
And I'm saying this now. Hopefully you guys listen through to this part. But yeah, come back Wednesday for the update to the relationships for the Butter Bandit from episode 4.
You're excited. Admit it.
I'm so excited to hear about this.
Yeah. So
I know everybody's going to be excited.
That'll be Wednesday is going to be a good day. So be sure to sit tight.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. I think that's all we got though for this little minisode here. We talked about PS5s and abusive mothers
and chili.
And chili.
Yeah. Sam's favorite canned food.
Oh my! I'm gonna.
Bye.
I hate you.
Bye.
Bye.